Shout out to George. Members of the Border Patrol Council showed up to Trump's rally in Prescott, Arizona to strongly endorse him. That's very telling considering Kamala Harris is the border czar. Shout out to Margot Martin. She's the one who uploaded this clip. We're going to get right into this. Before we get into this, welcome to the King Squad. If you guys are new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for tuning in. And thank you to everybody who leaves a positive comment and shares these videos. And shout out to the King Squad family, King Squad Elites. You guys are the bomb.com, and don't let anybody tell you guys any different. Hope everybody's making their money legally and drinking their water. And no, this is not financial advice. And we're going to get into these videos. So let's go. As far as this clip right here from George, this clip has music in it, and they will try to copyright us, which makes it more difficult to get these videos out. So we're just going to play it on mute for now. And I want you to just pay attention to how they their demeanors. And oh, wow, I muted it. Okay, their demeanors and everything. Okay. Shaking his hand, smiling, recording him, clapping for Trump. Okay, everybody's just enthusiastic that he's there and showing him respect. And that's amazing. They're excited. They're cheering him on. They're happy to see him. That says a lot. You know, granted that Kamala's in charge. And yeah, this is huge. This is huge that they're endorsing him. So we have a couple clips that we're going to get into today. And before we do that, I just want to read some of the comments. Shout out to Deplorable Rick. Kamala is the border scar. The damage that she's done to our country is unthinkable. It's a glorious thing that most Americans and God are on Trump's side, and we will together make America great again. George responds, I like border scar a lot. I do too, George. I do too. Now we have a couple more clips that we're going to get right into. And starting with this one, the entire Border Patrol Union just endorsed Trump at the Prescott, Arizona rally, saying he's the only one who can end the border invasion border czar Kamala started. This November, we have a choice to make. Continue the chaos, allow the criminal cartels to control the border, to allow drugs and fentanyl across our country, or put an end to it once and for all. So we're going to get right into this clip right here and see what they have to say.
America, I have a message for you. If we allow Border Czar Harris to win this election, every city, every community in this great country is going to go to hell. The untold millions of people, unvetted, who she has allowed into this country that are committing murders, rapes, robberies, burglaries, and every other crime will continue to put our country in peril. Only one man can fix that. That is Donald J. Trump. He has always stood with the men and women who protect this border, who put their lives on the line for the country. A man who knows about putting his life on the line for what is right. This November, we have a choice to make. Continue the chaos, allow the criminal cartels to control the border, to allow drugs and fentanyl across our country, or put an end to it once and for all. On behalf of the 16,000 men and women represented by the National Border Patrol Council, we strongly support and endorse Donald J. Trump for President of the United States.
Wow, that is huge. That is really huge to watch, okay? And that just says a whole lot. We're going to check out this comment right here by Always Wondering. I can't even imagine what these guys have gone through. They signed on to protect our country and have been forced to sit by and watch the attempted destruction instead. I know they'll be so glad when Trump is back in office. And shout out to George. He responded, they see some wild things every day and aren't allowed to stop it. That's got to be insane, okay? Knowing you're not for this at all and you got to just allow it. That is absolutely ridiculous. And while you're allowing it, you're also aware of the damage that it'll cause to the people, you know, that will be affected, directly affected by letting these people, unvetted individuals in, okay, these illegals in. It's absolutely wild. And so another person responded, Zaki Soldier, shout out to him. This is huge. The people in the ground seeing the catastrophe at the border are finally speaking out. George responds, I'm glad those agents aren't at all frightened by any retribution that could come from the regime for publicly endorsing Trump. Really interesting stuff right there, guys. Really interesting stuff. We have a couple more clips that we're going to get right into. And starting with this one. Okay, so it says right here, shout out to Trump War Room. There's a lot of clips here. Shout out to Trump War Room. Here we have it. All right, bingo. So, President Trump, I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. If they come back into our country after removal, it's an automatic 10 years in jail with no possibility of parole. Wow. That's what he has to say about that.
Correct. Today, to expedite removal of the Tren de Aragua and other savage gangs, I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Can you imagine? Those were the old days when they had tough politicians. I have to go back that long. Think of that, 1798. Oh, it's a powerful act. You couldn't pass something like that today. Today, we're politically correct. Today, people kill and they end up getting out on bail in 2 minutes. No, this is a little different act. The Aliens Enemy Act, 1798, to target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. 100%. And in honor of the great people of Aurora, Colorado, we will call this Operation Aurora, because they were the first to suffer with this group of thugs. And if they come back into our country after removal, it's an automatic 10 years in jail with no possibility of parole. No possibility. Not that we want to do it. But by the way, not that we want to do it. We all have big hearts, but you know, it's not sustainable. We're not going to have a country. It's not sustainable. You see what's going on with the cities? They can't. New York has a $3 billion bill. I always heard New York is low on funds. A $3 billion bill, and the federal government's not going to pick it up. And I'm hereby calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen or a law enforcement officer.
Wow. Yeah, it's looking like Trump really does mean business, and we know he's a businessman, so I definitely believe he means business. What do you guys think about that? Invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Okay, I don't think any of us were around for that at all. Nobody today was around back in 1798. So now we have the National Border Patrol Council endorses President Trump. So we got into that clip. And so here we have it. President Trump announced his plan to hire 10,000 new Border Patrol agents. I will be asking Congress to immediately approve a 10% raise for all agents and a $10,000 retention and signing bonus. I love how proactive he is with this stuff and really just tackling this issue. I absolutely love that. What do you guys think about that? Comment down below. Let's get right into this clip.
I will always stand with the incredible men and women of Border Patrol. And today I'm announcing a plan to address the shortage. You know, we have a tremendous shortage because they haven't been treated right. They want to do their jobs. You know, they consider it bad treatment when you're not allowed to do your job. And that's the biggest problem. They don't want people running in front of them. They want to stop them from coming in. And that's going to save a lot of people, including the people they're stopping. But to address the shortage of Border Patrol agents caused by the catastrophic failures of Kamala, our great border czar, who's the worst in history, we have a tremendous morale crisis because of her and her policies. I mean, think of it. Not one of the leaders, you have all the leaders up here, you have all the leaders in the room, you have Brandon right over there, was the leader for a long time, brilliantly the leader, never got a call from them. Not Biden, he was sleeping, and not her. No, not her. She never called. Never once. I saw this. I didn't ask them. I saw this, and a reporter asked Paul, have you ever been called? No, I haven't. How can you do that? Most important thing, it's the fabric and lifeblood of our country, and they're destroying our country, and and these are the people in charge. So there's a big morale problem, and she ruined the jobs of a lot of these border agents. They went after people, remember? With the horses. Do you remember that? Do you remember? That was a terrible thing. It turned out that they were totally wrong, but they went after a lot of other people, very innocent people. They go after those people, but they don't go after the criminals that are coming in to kill. They don't go after them. So in order to meet the goal of hiring 10,000 new agents, we need the agents. We need them badly. And keeping our incredible veteran agents on the force. Don't leave us. Raise your right hand. You're not going to leave. You're not going to leave. Don't leave us, fellas. I don't have to worry about them. They're very committed people. If we pay them nothing, they're not leaving. They want to save our country. They're going to save our country. But after I win, I will be asking Congress immediately to approve a 10% raise. I haven't had one in a long time for all agents. And a $10,000 each retention and signing bonus. So we're going to retain them. We're going to retain them. It's almost like being a great baseball player or football player, but not quite as much money, but not bad, right? No, we're going to retain them, and they deserve it. They've been treated unbelievably badly, and the fact that they continue. And you don't hear they're going out on strike, they're going to this, they don't do that. They would never do it. They're just incredible people. This will ensure that we can hire and keep the Border Patrol agents that we need to keep, and we can also bring in a lot of new ones, really great ones, and we're going to have our choice. I think we're going to have our choice. There's going to be a whole new spirit. This is a group that really needs spirit because they're protecting us, they're protecting our lives, they're protecting our country. So we're going to be doing that.
And I really wanted to just highlight this clip right here because one of the things that I love that he says is he comes in, he's very proactive, he means business, and he's saying that this is a group that needs spirit and they need to feel like, okay, their job matters, like they're doing the right thing again, because right now, you know, it's just ridiculous, okay? Who's in charge? Kamala's in charge. She clearly doesn't care about the American people. She cares about these immigrants, and they're not even Americans, okay? The immigrants are living the American dream. The Border Patrol has to just sit and stand by on the sideline and just watch the country go to ruins. And it's got to just suck. It's got to be very just unmotivating. You like, how do you wake up out of bed in the morning and be like, well, another day in hell, just doing what you know is the wrong thing, okay? So it's really wild. And I love the fact that, this is what I wanted to highlight, I love the fact that Trump is focused on putting money back into things that really do matter, okay? Whereas instead of, you know, Kamala, she's more so focused on let's fund the wars, let's go to war, let's give immigrants money for houses, and let's do everything that really doesn't benefit the American people. Whereas Trump is like, okay, no, let's take the money and put it where it matters, okay? The Border Patrol work hard every single day to make sure we have secure and safe borders. Let's put money back into them. Let's put money back into their pockets so they can feed their families and so that they get up more enthusiastic and more motivated to come to work every day. So they're not motivated to quit or anything like that, you know? And I love the fact that he's focused on them and that he's paying attention to them. So that's some things I wanted to really highlight, and I want to know what you guys think about that, okay? Do you think that this is a step in the right direction? Let me know how you think and feel about that kind of stuff. So, and here we have it. This is the last clip we're going to show. President Trump has a message for all the working people struggling under Kamala Harris's inflation nightmare. We will have large tax cuts for workers, and we will have no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our seniors. Interesting stuff here. Interesting stuff. We're going to get right into this clip, and this will be the last clip. Let me know what you guys think about this.
For all of the working people struggling under Kamala's inflation nightmare, we will have large tax cuts for workers. We're going to have beautiful additional tax cuts, including no tax on tips. No tax on tips. No tax on overtime. And no tax on Social Security benefits for our seniors. And you deserve it. You know, the seniors have suffered because they're on fixed income, many of them, and the inflation has made it impossible. Everything they've taken in, and it's just gone. They're wiped out, and we're not going to do that. We're not going to allow that. Then they're supposed to pay tax yet. By contrast, Kamala Harris is known as the taxing queen. She loves taxes. She's the only one I've ever seen. She campaigns on the fact that she wants to give you a 70% tax increase. Her plan will raise your typical American family taxes by at least $3,000 a year. Congratulations.
Wow. I love the fact that he's on point with that stuff, just addressing it and talking about it. And I love to see this stuff get put in full effect, as I know we all do. Kamala it's only a matter of time until she steals all of that. She already stole the no tax on tips. I'm unsure if she stole the no tax on overtime yet and no tax on Social Security. But it's only a matter of time. I don't put it past the Democrats. Okay. So there's that. And yeah, it's really important that he focuses on that kind of stuff, because I know for the seniors, it's like a sentence, okay? It's just a sentence. It's absolutely ridiculous, because for the seniors, they're on fixed incomes. They can only spend a certain amount on groceries. They have to pay their bills, whatever bills they may have, all that kind of stuff. And it's very difficult because you're on a fixed income. So under Kamala Harris's inflation, it's like it strikes me as like a sentence on seniors. It's like, dang, trying to enjoy the remaining years of your life, and it's like, dag, it's like you gotta suffer all over again. Like you already lived your 20s, you already worked hard and put the work in. Now you're trying to reap the benefits of your hard work and all that kind of stuff, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. And it's like just almost non-existent under this economy. So it's pretty wild when I see stuff like that. And that says a lot about the Democrats to me in general, because they're just not focused on us. So to continuously vote Democrat is just to really be ignorant. And I really think it's for simpletons at this point, honestly. And I say simpletons because I know a lot of people don't even pay attention to, the politics and elections and stuff like that. They kind of just look at the 3 months before the election and be like, oh yeah, I'll just vote for this person. They're black, they're a woman. All right, I'll just vote for them. Trump, he's racist, he's a bad guy. Trump, no good. Trump, bad guy. Trump dragged knuckles on the ground. Shout out to whoever said that, but they weren't talking about Trump. They were talking about Tim Walz. But that was absolutely hilarious. But that's how certain people see Trump. And so it's nuts. That's why we have to continue getting these videos out, because not a lot of people really know where Trump is coming from, because it's hard to navigate through the lies of the mainstream media. So that's my thoughts about all of this, you guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos. Shout out to the King Squad, the King Squad family, and the King Squad elites. You guys are the bomb.com. And I hope each and every single one of you guys are having a great and awesome day at whatever time you guys are watching this video. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.